social shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hit me. I mean, like, we can put all that clown shit away. This some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thoughts in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yes, good afternoon, people. Good evening. Listen, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching this, big up to your damn selves, guys. Make sure you are smashing the like, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. We are back with episode 17 of a Euro Club Fold. So, obviously, you know, taking a look at the 14s, BAYERN, Barcelona, LYON, and Juventus. Let's kick it off with Barcelona. So, obviously, Barcelona, listen, man, they've been on a really good run as of recently. Obviously, played against Real Betis the other day, drew 1-1. Yeah, it was a... Listen, man, I think Barca should have played a lot, well, they could have played a lot better. Of course, they could have. But Real Betis were pretty decent as well. Do you know what I mean? They were very resolute. And listen, I think in my match preview, I think I did say that they would score. I did think Barca would run out like maybe like 3-1 winners and stuff like that. So that's an L on my part. But I knew it was going to be a difficult game, you know, against Real Betis, and they are a good team, man. You know what I mean? They're flying high in the league, you know. Ever since Anthony came in, I'm telling you, man, they've just been on this kind of upward trajectory. And listen, man, Barcelona have been playing a lot, especially since the international break. Bro, Barcelona have been playing a few games, you know what I mean? So listen, you come up against tough opposition like a Real Betis, you ain't gonna always, you know, get the victory. But I did think at times, you know, Barcelona's football, it just wasn't really working. Do you know what I mean? It was like the final bit, you know, the pass that needed to be made, or the shot that should have been taken, or you know, it just wasn't really clicking, you know, if I'm being 100%. But again, I really don't want to take nothing away from Real Betis. I thought that they were good, and overall, you could maybe give a slight edge to Barcelona in terms of maybe if you thought that they could have potentially have won the game. But listen, I felt like both teams, a point, you kind of get in, you get out. Obviously, Barcelona looking forward, you know, towards the Champions League in the week against Borussia Dortmund. So yeah, listen, man, it is what it is. They obviously got the draw. Gavi, of course, scoring. Didn't celebrate. He did not celebrate in this game. A lot of people were talking about this, and I was like, yeah, but you gotta understand, you know what I mean? Like, he was at Real Betis as like a youngster and all that kind of stuff, like before obviously going to like Barcelona. And listen, he's got respect. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I personally, listen, I'm celebrating against anybody, but this is probably why I'm not a professional football player. You know what I mean? I ain't got the temperament for it. So yeah, man, it's just one of them kind of things. But I understood why people are, oh, why didn't you celebrate and this, that, and the third? Like, you know, it was just one of them kind of things, man. But listen, look, Gavi is Gavi. You know, I thought, you know, Pedri again. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but this is the best midfielder, you know, in the world, in my personal opinion, at this current. If we're just talking, you know, based upon this season, you know, for me, he is literally the best midfielder out there. And it's good to see Gavi playing as well, and obviously, of course, getting himself a goal. But it's just good to kind of see him playing. I'm just hoping this guy can just stay fit, man, because if he does not stay fit, bro, Gavi, you're going to go down as a streets won't forget kind of guy. And I really do not want that, because you are so good. Do you know what I mean? And I think sooner or later, I'm hoping now we're over the worst of it, you know, hopefully, you know, as he gets older and his body gets a lot more used to playing, you know, consistently, and more experience in the legs and things like that. I hope he hits this stage, and then we can really see. And by the way, remember, we got to think as well. Like, everyone obviously makes the comparisons, of course, Gavi, Pedri, Iniesta, Xavi. Like, I get it, but them not was like they hit their real prime 25, 26, like 20, really from 25 onwards. If I'm being super honest, like obviously Xavi maybe a bit earlier, but yeah, like they hit their peak like later on in their careers. So if we're seeing this talent now from these two, ooh, I don't know, you know, like it's looking peak. It's looking very, very peak, you know, for the rest of football. And Barcelona, listen, man, they've got two absolute gems, you know, on their hands. This is obviously the current standings in La Liga. At the time of this video, Barcelona, of course, sitting 4 points clear of Real Madrid, sitting 7 points clear of Atletico Madrid, sitting there in third place, and then of course Athletic Bilbao sitting there in fourth. Like I said, man, Real Betis as well. Of course, they're not on this standings here, but they're having a really good season. They're having a really, really good season. So, you know, big up to them. This is obviously the chances that I think it was Opta. Yeah, Opta. This is what they say, the chances for Barcelona and Real Madrid to win the league. Listen, we'll wait. Do you know what I mean? Like Liverpool are sitting all 11 points clear of the league, and I'm still like, you know what I mean? You never know with these kind of things. Let's just wait. When that gets a bit more closer to like 98%, 99%, then we can start, you know, really, you know, having some fun, you know, come towards the end of the season. But also as well, Barcelona fighting on two other fronts as well, the Copa del Rey as well in the final, El Clasico, we're going to see that again. And of course, in the Champions League, we could also see that. I mean, if we see that this season, yeah, Premier League is going to have to sit down for a little piece. It's going to have to definitely, you know, sit down. But listen, still got a long way to go before we can even get to that stage anyway. So let's wait and see. It's interesting. I saw this the other day and I was like, rah, can you imagine? Like, look at this table. Barcelona was sitting in third, level on points of Athletic Bilbao. This was game week 20. Game 21, you know, for Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. But look where they were sitting. 10 points behind, you know. 10 points behind. And this is the swing. They've gone from what? 10 points. Let's see if I can get it up here. From 10 points to now, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like 4 points clear. Ooh, that's a good swing, you know. It's a good swing. Good. And again, man, listen. So I always say to people, I implore you, bro, watch these leagues, man. It's like Barcelona playing the best football, in my opinion, in Europe, alongside PSG. In terms of like the top teams, anyway, that's what I can definitely say. Like watching these two teams, it's been amazing, man. It's been absolutely amazing. So again, big up to those two teams so far in Europe. Let's see, of course, how it all pans out for them come the end of the season. Obviously, next up we've got Juve. Obviously, they got in a new manager, Igor Tudor. He was the assistant manager to Andre Pirlo a few seasons back when Pirlo was obviously in charge. Interesting one. Very, very interesting one. Obviously, appointed, I think it was on the 23rd of March. Yeah, 23rd of March, he was appointed. Obviously, he's played 2 games now. You know, winning 1-0 against Genoa and then obviously 1-1 against Roma recently. Listen, it's a good start. I mean, you ain't losing games. So as a new manager, you just don't want to lose in your first like 5 games. You just don't want to lose games. Like that is so important and it's so key, you know, just to get the fans on more on side as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I think, listen, they've been quite resolute in these 2 games as well. I'm not seeing too much. I'll be honest, in these 2 games, the games that, especially in this Roma game, excuse me, I'm not really seeing too much. Like not nothing crazy. Yeah, I'll be honest, not nothing too crazy where I'm like, oh my god, like these lot play. No, I don't think it's anything like that. And again, it's only been 2 games. He's coming midway through a season. They've already been kind of shit, in my opinion, this season anyway. So you still need to get that out of their system, you know, before we can really continue and stuff like that. So listen, you know, we'll give it some more time. But yeah, it's just interesting seeing Juventus obviously with a new manager, and the fact that they, you know, they had to sack Thiago Motta. I felt like that was needed, to be honest, you know, with you. I mean, look, they're sitting currently, you know, sitting joint 4th at this moment in time in Serie A, alongside Bologna as well. Bologna having a really good season. Atalanta having a good season as well. You know, look at the top 3. I mean, look from 3rd to 8th on this list right here. I mean, there's only 4 points that separates them. Well, sorry, 6 points that separates them, sorry, from 3rd to 8th. I mean, it's pretty decent if you think about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's actually a pretty good record. Fiorentina having a really good season. Moise Kean, you know, doing his thing, you know, up front for them. Like, everyone's having this is a good little, it's a good little league, man. That's a good little league, as if it's some dibby-dabby league. I apologize. That's not what I meant. What I meant to say is I feel like the quality on show in Serie A this season has been really, really good. And we're still seeing, you know, the Inters, the Napolis, you know, still up there, you know, doing their thing. So yeah, man, Inter Milan at the moment, obviously currently still 4 points ahead, but, you know, Napoli do have that game in hand, so can cut it down to 1 point. It's going to be an interesting end to the season, I feel, for everybody really in that top 8. They're all battling for Europe. I mean, you can see Lazio in that kind of last slot there. Roma, Fiorentina are definitely pushing for those places. Next up, we've got Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, man. I like Bayern Munich. I like them. I got a soft spot for them. Do you know what I mean? Like I love the players. I like what Vincent Kompany is doing, but I think we're not really going to see the fruits of his labor until later on, if I'm being totally honest with you. Obviously, they won 3-1 at the weekend. Musiala, Kane, and Sane. Kane is having, there's got to be more spoken about Harry Kane, to be honest with you. I mean, people spoke about Salah, people spoke about Rafinha, Mbappe and stuff like that, to win Ballon d'Or. But nobody speaks about Harry Kane. Like nobody. Honestly, I feel like the only way, and I do mean the only way, someone like Harry Kane is going to win a Ballon d'Or, he'd have to win Bundesliga, he'd have to win the Champions League and top score in everything. And I feel like even then, they might still have to come with some, level of excuse, in order for that, not to happen. But he's having a brilliant season again. Mr. Consistent, Mr. Goal Scorer. Musiala been excellent this season. Elise as well. Like Elise, talk about a debut campaign. It's been absolutely excellent, for Bayern Munich, this season. And I don't think many people, I get it. People look at Bundesliga, don't really take it seriously. I hear all of that. Those are for the ones who don't really follow, the Bundesliga too well, and they don't really watch the players within the Bundesliga. I'm telling you now, to go from Crystal Palace to Bayern Munich is a gargantuan jump. Like it is massive. Like it's you're literally talking about the upper two ends of a scale. Like, and again, no disrespect to Crystal Palace, those are my peeps, but come on, Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying? Like the team who are like one of the biggest clubs in world football. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like it's, bro, the jump is massive, and Elise has just gone there like a duck to water. Champions League, in the league, like bro, he's doing his thing. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. So big up to Elise every single time. Obviously, Vincent Kompany here just talking about, the game. We expected a difficult game, and that's why we are really happy with the result. Yeah, listen, look, it's coming to the end of the season, and you can see a lot of teams, like Premier League, La Liga, everywhere. Like I'm seeing, it's like they're just trying to get to the end of the season because everyone can almost see their goals and and what they were trying, their objectives that they were trying to hit. It's like everyone's just kind of trudging along. All the big teams, well, most of the big teams are like trudging along to the end of the season. It's going to be interesting when we actually get into the real crunch time, and I'm talking semi-finals of European competitions and things like that. Going to be real interesting. And obviously here you can see Bayern Munich obviously sitting atop of the Bundesliga by 6 points. Bayern Leverkusen obviously further back, and I think they've got second spot, to be honest with you, kind of sewn up. So really it's just a 2-horse race at this moment in time, but it's only 6 points. It's only 6 points. So, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. Obviously I couldn't go past without giving a big up to Thomas Muller. 25 years, I think it's about 33 titles he's got there so far, and we still haven't even, ended the season. Listen, man, he's absolute legend of the game, legend of Bayern Munich, legend of Germany, German football. Like, I feel like he's so underrated. I said I was going to do a video, talking about Thomas Muller, and I definitely need to, he's so underrated, man. Like, I feel like we didn't appreciate him as we probably should have, but that always happens, right? You never appreciate something until it's gone. But Thomas Muller, absolutely fantastic player. And listen, man, it's going to be sad to see him go. I wonder what he's going to do. I haven't heard or seen anything. If anybody does know, let me know in the comment section in regards to him, in terms of what he wants to do, what he's going to do, come the end of the season. But listen, man, absolutely top player. I was looking at this and I saw this as well. Bayern Munich posted this up. Bayern Munich are the team with the most appearances in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. But look at Real Madrid. They've only reached they've reached this stage 21 times. So less than Bayern Munich. But they got 15 Champions Leagues or whatever. It's ridiculous. That is a phenomenal record. That is actually a phenomenal record for Real Madrid. I can't lie. Listen, they might be the ops, but you've hit it. That meant only this amount of times, right? 21 times you've gotten to this stage and you've won it. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Last but not least, we're going to be taking a look at Lyon. 2-1 victors against Lille. Listen, they were 1-0 down. Obviously, Lacazette converting a penalty in the game. Lyon, again, they're another team. They're just kind of, they're just kind of slowly doing their thing, you know, so to speak. Like they're just trying to do their thing, get you know, go along. Excuse me. Obviously, battle, you know, in I say battle, but in league are trying to push themselves further up. And it's like, you know what I like about Lyon? So like, since obviously the whole thing with the manager and everything like that getting banned, it's like they just continue doing their thing. It's like, and all their financial issues, that they just not cared. This is what I'm talking. Like, you know, when we get at Manchester United, oh, they've got this problem. Forget your problems, bro. Just go out on the pitch and do your thing. Forget all of that. That will have to take care of itself. We can't affect that. These guys are really, really doing, you know, their thing, man. And big up to Lyon, and obviously big up to, you know, Ray and Shirky as well. I mean, 36 games, 18 assists and 9 goals. What's that? 27? Yeah, 27 GA for the GA guys in 36 games. I mean, there's a reason as to why so many teams, so many fans want him at their club. Do you think that he would be, you know, someone that you guys in your own team should sign? But listen, Lyon doing their thing. I think they've got a European game coming up as well. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Who have you been most impressed with over the last few match weeks, to be honest with you? I know I only covered the last game for everybody, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next episode.